Hello guys, welcome. Today I think I'm gonna react to Police Find Dead Mother in Daughter's Garage by Dr. Insanity. It's a bit of a crime video. We're doing some crime shit right now. And yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to actually see this and see what's going on here. Yes, I've never done anything like this before, so this is going to be very interesting. React slop, as it were. Starting out strong with React slop, okay? Should be pretty good though, I think. This video. Let's get it. Let's get to it.
You open that. Fit in here.
Shit.
Oh, she's in there.
Oh, bruh. Oh, I was just say I don't really do well with shit like this.
Police department. Hi, how's it going? Yeah. Are you Patricia? No, I'm her daughter, Carol.
This is 50-year-old Carol Ray. She lives with her mother, Patricia, and her 3-year-old daughter.
Mother must be at least 70 then, probably.
Okay, I'm just asking because someone was worried they didn't know where she was at.
My son John and him and her were having a little bit of a tiff because he owes her quite a bit of money. And he's been trying to call her for 24 hours now. And I gave her the message yesterday.
This made sense to the cops. Carol's mother, Patricia, didn't want to deal with her greedy grandson and decided to move out and ignore him. Or at least that's what Carol claimed, because at this point, police are completely unaware of the horrifying secrets that lie just feet away from them inside the house. And over the course of the next few days, this simple missing persons report would turn into hands down the most gruesome and disturbing case that they had ever worked on.
And then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom.
My grandma just texted me again. Okay. Sent the cops to my house again. My
grandma's That's very interesting.
You're not telling us the truth. Where is she at, Carol?
Ah, shit. Where is she at, Carol? Where is she at, Carol?
The previous night, John would call the police again, slowly becoming more concerned that something had happened to Patricia. So at 11 a.m. on January 22nd, officers would arrive at Carol's house for a second time with the intent to find a conclusive answer to John's worries.
Grandma's Patricia. Mom is
Carol.
Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr. Positive.
It's not written down anywhere in here?
Maybe on, no, she writes down on this Dr. T on the old calendar.
Messy house.
This little girl.
Very messy.
My daughter, Alice, and her granddaughter.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Does she live here with you?
Yeah, we live together.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Or your
My
mom?
mother.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
She's been staying with her sister.
I don't like that.
A couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got home from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured.
Okay.
So
she's back here though, staying here primarily now?
Close. I mean, all of her clothes and everything are here. She came by yesterday, and she was here not last night, but night before last, and she was here yesterday until about 5 p.m.
Snapchat.
And medications. Okay. And a fresh change of clothes and stuff like that.
Okay. The only reason we're here is because your children are concerned about your grandma.
My son John, yeah, he sent you guys over last night, which I contacted my mother about, and she had a fit, and I was going to go down to the Roseville Police Department today about it. Well, there's a little bit of a financial money issue between my mother and my oldest son John.
Okay.
And he borrows a loan from her and doesn't repay it. He's got a truck in the backyard she bought him, a car in the garage that she bought him that she took back because he didn't pay the insurance on it. So
this grandma giving out a lot of stuff.
Very finicky woman, so she got pissy about that. Now call him when I goddamn ready to call him. I got things to take care of.
I mean, if she bought him 2 fucking cars, I kind of understand that.
Based on Carol's story, Patricia is back living
if it's
at her house
true,
and
of
is currently
course.
at the doctor's office getting a monthly shot. Everything lines up. Patricia temporarily stopped communicating with John due to a financial dispute. However, John, being a caring grandchild, got worried something more sinister was at play. It seems like it was just miscommunication. However, officers decide to get all of Patricia's information and check her room just to ensure nothing's off.
All right.
Where's her room here?
And it's right back here.
Can we just look at it?
Yeah, do you want to see where her clothes are and everything? You want to show them where Grandma B's? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You want to show them where Grandma B's room is? Her room is the last one on the right. Allison's is the first one on the left here.
I don't like the fact that she has a young kid, dude.
This bedroom.
Look how fucking messy everything is.
Okay. Have her stuff on. All her stuff.
And all her clothes are in there.
A little girl is living in this shit. I think it's the, yeah, it's the girl, right?
Okay.
The hell?
Alright, we're good. We get the call, you know, and then there's one side of the story
Messy,
and
messy.
the other. So if he's got everyone worked out, like he said, he might call, someone else might call, and you don't want us showing up here a million times. So we want to just see her in person. Hey, you're fine. That's all we need to do. Okay?
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
The officers have one simple task to wrap this case up. Simply confirm Patricia is okay with their own eyes. To do this, Officer Pelt decides to call the doctor's office where Patricia is apparently being treated. However, the call doesn't go as planned.
Officer Pelt.
This is Casey from Woods Cardiology. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Pelt with the Roseville Police Department. I'm just calling because I believe you have a patient in your office by the name of Patricia Bennett, and she has some family members that are concerned about her and are trying to just make sure she's there.
Nope. She's not here. They might have got the date mixed up. Her appointment is February the 13th. But I'm gonna go ahead and ask a couple of my colleagues just to make sure, like, did you come here or anything like that?
Is she planning on coming there?
Nope. She's not supposed to be in today. Nobody's seeing, like, she hasn't come in yet or anything like that, but we can watch out and contact you.
Suddenly, things are starting to misalign. John insists that he thinks
No
Patricia is
kidding.
missing, and now the only person living with her is lying about her current location. Something is definitely not adding up, so officers decide to speak to John again to further investigate the strange situation.
That
I
is.
just don't get why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home. You guys show up and she's not there.
And that was
That's
literally
not
2 minutes
suspicious?
ago. As soon as you pulled away, she texted my dad that.
There may be other circumstances that we're not aware of, or the family's not aware of.
I'm hoping I just have a pissed off.
So what your expectation is that this woman here who's your mother,
Yeah.
is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah,
For what reason?
for months.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to
It's not
you?
even about
No,
that.
no.
Our
Okay,
grandma
I don't know.
raised us,
No.
You know?
Your grandmother, what,
Our grandma raised us. She's
raised you?
like our
Okay.
mom.
Okay.
So generally, yes, I'm really
Alright,
somehow
so no-
Out of our
where
life.
she's at.
Right.
Okay.
You know, our mom was never in her life.
So the
And
grandma
that's
was
why
the
my
mother
grandma
figure. Okay.
Passed away, and she's collecting, or hopefully she's just hiding her because she's sick.
Mhm.
And my grandma's on the wants no. I'd rather have a pissed off grandma than a missing or a dead.
Well, if she's dead, then, I mean, if she's got a body hiding somewhere or is done away
Okay.
with her, I mean, and then trying to collect Social Security or whatever she receives, I mean, that takes some effort.
My grandma has fraudulent
Has police
charges
reports on
against
her
her. Yeah, police reports on her.
When was it then?
a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
A couple years ago?
Back.
Okay. And what happened to those charges?
I think my grandma decided to not pursue them
Okay.
fully. They had like
Uh-huh.
lock her up because that's her daughter, but
I'm not trying to get her in trouble, but why would you keep lying and lying and lying? But so that's why I'm thinking that nothing's adding up. My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
And
So,
cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
John's claims
Ooh.
are frankly
Ooh,
terrifying. Not
shit.
only does he suspect his mother of stealing from Patricia and using her money,
This is
but
a
he
this
thinks
is
she may have
very
even murdered her.
badly crafted
Accusing your
story
own
by the
mother
mom
of
here.
Committing such a terrible act is something officers need to take seriously. However, there's no evidence to suggest that Carol had even harmed Patricia, let alone killed her, so these claims feel drastic, unfounded, and premature. Officer Jerebick
So
seems to have
far.
thought these claims were over the top as well. So he would lead John to the station to file a missing persons report. Additionally, he wants to learn about John's history with Carol and why he thinks she may have killed
What the fuck
Patricia.
was that?
He
Wait,
wants to learn
I
about-
haven't read this shirt yet. Thou shall not try me? Really?
of John's history with Carol.
That's cringe.
And why he thinks she
That's
may
cringe.
have killed Patricia. Alongside John would be Carol's ex-husband.
Don't try
PJ,
me.
who
I have
claimed to
two
have
wolves
important
coming inside of
information that
me.
could help solve the case.
We're just gonna record you and I.
Alright.
All right. So when did you physically last see your grandmother eye to eye?
Probably after Halloween, beginning of November, before I went to North Carolina. I came back from North Carolina Thanksgiving, so didn't see her. Went there on Christmas, didn't see her. Calling her and asking her.
Wait, sorry.
I need to hear your voice, or have my mom have you call me, I need to hear your voice, or I'm gonna do a welfare check. I threatened that a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Yesterday I just cracked and finally called it in.
And now you haven't had any voice
No
contact with her since Thanksgiving.
Somebody's been texting me off her phone or off her Facebook. I know it's not her just because the words they use. It's not how my grandma talks.
When was the last time you saw Carol?
Last time I saw Carol, period.
Not Carol, Patricia.
Oh, okay. I'm like every time I drop my daughter.
yeah. We're like Patricia.
Patricia.
Contact with Patricia, yes.
Yeah, it was around Halloween time. I did receive one text message the other day stating that she was sorry for holding up Carol. Carol and my daughter were supposed to hang out because it was my birthday this weekend. Getting around 6 o'clock, I started texting her. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know, it's my birthday. We were supposed to be celebrating it and blah, blah, blah.
Carol, and Allison are supposed to be celebrating on Sunday, your birthday.
Right, and then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom, but it says, sorry, I'm holding her up, signing over the cars and giving her title to house and insurance stuff so she can get that stuff fined Monday. It gets kind of, when Carol types, a lot of times it comes up kind of misspelled. It's because she don't wear her glasses and stuff like that.
The only
Typical kind of like
contact that you
50s
had with her was
typing. Have they keep the phone 2 meters away from their face?
She was with my aunt. So I did some research. I went there today and spoke with my aunt. She hasn't spoken with my grandma since 2015.
Damn.
Remember how Carol said that Patricia moved over to live at her sister's house?
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
John visited that house, and Patricia's sister claimed that she hasn't seen Patricia in over 5 years.
And she was messaging me today while we were there with the cops, saying that she was home. My dad that she was home. Well, we know she wasn't there because the cops were there. My dad screenshotted them all and sent me those messages.
Okay, can you email those to me?
One thing I do know, and I mean, in this type of situation, I would hope it's more true than it is the other, is I've known Carol since I've been 20. I mean, like boldface, like you can show her, like here's a picture of you, and I have. Here's a picture of you doing this and that. It's not me. I mean, so she's always been a chronic liar, like, especially when she's off her meds. She does take lots of medicine, longer than I think even we were together. I mean, I'm sure you can get her list of medicines that she was taking, but I guess she lost her therapist, so she has not had medicine for the last couple months.
What kind of medicine?
Things get kind of wonky.
I bet it's not paracetamol.
I've been calling the house phone, social media, off of like Messenger, calling her that way, texting her, nothing. And then on 12th of January, my mom texted me off her phone saying, Grandma B is sleeping, getting over pneumonia here. I was like, have her call me. I need to hear her voice. She never does this. She always calls me. And there was no response.
These interviews help clarify why John would go as far as saying Carol had killed Patricia. She's been lying to them for months. Nobody's been able to see or speak to Patricia, and she happens to have a decent surplus of cash that the family has been pulling from. And remember, on top of all of that, Carol lied to police about Patricia's whereabouts at the doctor's office. The evidence makes it abundantly clear that Carol's not telling the truth and trying to hide something, and it's likely something horrifying. So police try and visit her house a third and final time, but this time, they aren't leaving without answers.
So do I keep her in the garage? Like, after all this time, even before, like, the suspicions and shit? Right, like, before, like, you know, like, why would you keep it in the garage? Like, wouldn't just the smell after a while, just like, you know? Like, why wouldn't you actually, like, dispose of the body? Why would you keep the body around? It makes no sense to me. You know? Like, I've seen these crime videos before, I just never recorded it. But why would you keep the body, because usually like they burn the body or they bury the body, they try to do something with the body to hide it, obviously, right? Or stage a suicide, something like that. Why this, right? Why not do anything? I don't get it. It makes no sense. Or just keep it in the garage. Is it like dismembered? I mean, it was in the little like preview at the start of the video. It was clearly in like one of those plastic boxes, right? You can keep shit in. So I'm betting it's not in one piece anymore. But still, so you went through all that effort just to put it in a box in the garage. Sorry. Why?
Her B12 shot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but
Where is she at?
We're just getting conflicting information, that's why.
The doctor's office that you told us she went to, she's not there.
with cardiovascular is where she goes. Dr. Tapazzi is who treats her leukocytic white blood cell cancer. Not the white blood cell cancer.
Okay, because you said she was at Woods Cardiovascular.
Because she has a lot of doctors.
What's your daughter's name?
That's Allison.
Addison.
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah, just getting conflicting information from.
That's a nice balloon.
Well, it's because
Can I see it? Oh, thank you.
I can't keep all of
Hey,
it.
Allison.
Woods Cardiovascular is where she's been treated.
Yeah?
So
Is where she's been treated for a long time with Dr.
And how did she get there? How did she get there?
Her sister drives her, or I drive her.
You didn't drive her today, so
And sometimes her
The sister that she hasn't seen in 5 years,
I
right?
believe her sister.
her sister.
Yes.
The sister that lives in Warren?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have your sister's number.
I believe.
With my aunt or my
Well, last night,
Okay.
she stayed over there.
when
She
the
was-
officer came here, she did not speak directly to her.
No, she spoke to me. Okay. Because she was at my aunt's. She was here right before last.
Is that your phone?
She was here. Yes, that's the one I just gave you.
Listen, we just want to know where this lady
I
is.
understand, but you guys are upsetting my daughter and you're upsetting me.
She doesn't look upset.
Okay?
That's such a fucking excuse, dude.
When she leaves. I just went through a really bad domestic violence divorce situation and CPS up my butt for the past 2
We're
terms
not
this
here,
year.
but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out if your mom's okay. We got a bunch of people who are.
I would just call
concerned about her.
CPS over this fucking messy ass house.
Father, my son, and his brother, which he's got his brother on high alert now, which his brother's wife was just here yesterday morning while my mom was laying on the couch to pick up $200 to do her tabs for the car.
I get this is so easy to like. Yeah, like it's probably so much easier to like capture and like and interrogate chronic liars because their story just falls apart so quickly, right? Like, so what did you say? Like her son's wife or something was like there to pick stuff up, and then her mother was lying on the couch. Like, that's so easy to, you know, like dismantle. Like, it's so easy to just debunk that. Like, why would you lie about that when it's so easy to figure out that you're lying? You know, just adding this sort of unnecessary information is like it's just a way of like, that's such a liar thing to do. You know, like when you get nervous and you lie, you like start adding, like you just make it too detailed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can show you a picture of my daughter and my mom.
She's
sitting on
sending
the couch.
messages telling everyone she's here.
She's currently here.
No, she's coming back here because she just called.
She just called. Why don't you call her right now? While we're here.
Yeah. And she's on her way, then shortly we'll be able to resolve this.
Can I turn this back on for her?
Yeah.
You can see
That's
that
fine.
I'm actually. Oh.
You want to put on speakerphone? Will she answer you?
I don't know. She went up there to get her B12 shot.
Notice the drastic change in Carol's demeanor when she was directly asked to call Patricia. She's no longer deflecting, but rather soft-spoken and deliberate with her choice of words. Pay attention to Carol's body language as she's asked more of these direct questions.
I know she's supposed to be calling John because John's the one that started this like 3-4 nights ago, threatening to call if she didn't talk to him. Yeah, if she didn't talk to him by noon the next day. I had her call before she went to Sam's Club. He's
Is
like
it possible
a
then
level
Ah.
Is it possible then that she could just speak to John?
John started this. John started this.
Yeah.
Fucking murderer, bitch.
Like face to face, so that they're at ease. But she's not answering.
We're sending messages.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
We were just concerned.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was talking, you were talking, the phone was ringing. What did you say?
Why can't your mother directly speak to John? Not through a message, not through text.
She can't.
FaceTime.
I don't have nothing to do
How
with
many?
her and John, though.
I've just been
that's why we're
this
here.
one day. I've just been wearing this
Yes,
shirt the
so are
entire
we.
time.
So are we, and we have to figure. We have
trying
to
to get
see her. You want to just try to call her again? What's the doctor's office she's at?
What's cardio? No, the Weber Cancer Center is behind Macomb Hospital.
Coincidentally, Officer Peltz would call this doctor's office, and yet again, Patricia was nowhere to be found. Officer Pelt knew something was off and decided to call in Detective Jarabeks to question Carol officially and confront her about her growing list of lies.
Grandson doesn't live here.
Okay.
If this does go downhill and she starts making any admissions, let's stop, get her to the station. We'll do a search warrant, whatever we have to do for the house. But if she starts,
Do you want to do a consent to search first, so we can gather it at the house first? Does she have consent?
yeah, let's start out with that.
She's already let me go through the house.
Did you go through the garage?
I have not been through the
Cars,
garage.
check the cars.
I just went through the house.
Okay.
Look through the garage.
This is Detective Garabix.
Excuse me.
It's such a stupid place to hide a body.
Hi.
Hello.
I mean, if you don't mind.
It's so sad that there's a fucking kid in all this, dude.
Lead us to think of who she may have went with. Figure out where she went.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell you otherwise, right? You're under the impression she was supposed to be with her sister.
Yes.
That's what she told you.
Yeah.
Who lives in the house?
I do. My mom and this little girl for her over.
Has she done this in the past?
My mom doesn't tell anybody what she does.
And your son seemed pretty concerned that she was in here.
What's on John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she tells you that she's with your sister, her sister.
That's got me.
That's concerning, correct?
That's got me worried. I'm not worried, but aggravated.
She's not answering her phone calls. The people that she says she's with, she's not.
Mm-hmm. That's got me
concerning.
aggravated. Because
I won't feel right if I leave this house without looking for anything that can point us in the right direction.
Mhm.
I want to do my job properly and make sure that. And I guarantee when she walks back in this door and she finds out that I search for her stuff to help.
Soda.
She's probably gonna be okay with it because that's what most people would be okay with, correct?
I'll open up her bedroom door so you can see her stuff or whatever. I'll lock the car for you so you can look at it and whatever, or whatever you want to do. I don't want to sign anything and get in trouble.
Okay.
There's all of her clothes.
Okay.
When your mom left, did she take like a toothbrush?
Fucking messy house.
Like she was spending the night anywhere?
Is that a fucking creepy ass doll back there?
Yeah, does she normally sleep over people's house without,
Well, she does. She did this time. And she has in the past. Those are puzzles,
so
right?
she does have,
She's doing.
obviously, medical issues.
Oh yeah, she's got medical issues for a while. She takes
What I'm saying is that that's also, when we're looking at somebody being missing, it's concerning because anything can happen when she's had COPD, she's had a stroke already. You understand, she's out there. You don't seem very concerned. I'm more concerned for your mom than you are. Like,
I am concerned. I've talked to her and seen her in the past 24, 48 hours. And
but now
I'm frazzled because she's lied to me about talking to my, and I don't know why she would do that.
So, I mean, we're concerned because your mom left, but she didn't even pack a bag to go, you know.
For an overnight, she normally won't. Even when she came out to my trailer that I was remodeling up on Hall Road.
So for like an overnight, you don't pack like just a toothbrush, a change of clothes, underwear?
Any teeth?
Obviously, something's going on here. We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to start fresh, and we need to tell you. We need you to tell us exactly what happened.
your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't add
I'll
up.
go through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today. Yeah.
Carol, obviously, something probably happened to your mother, right? You know
Hmm.
something that you're not telling us. That's
Now we're on the
apparent to
money.
us.
Now we're aggressing.
We're trained investigators. We We know when something's not right, and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts.
But not you.
Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know. She honestly said is what she told me when she left here.
The detectives haven't cracked Carol yet, but they're extremely close. If they can get verbal consent to search the property, they may be able to find clues to further solve the case or get Carol to reveal more information.
All right, listen to me.
A few things.
You're lying.
This house probably stinks.
I'm now.
It's so
at a
messy.
point where I don't believe anything you're saying. Okay. Well, I've now confirmed another part of your story that's wrong. So you need to come clean now. Let me know where your mother's at. If she's in this house or in your garage, that she passed away from natural causes or whatever it is, and you didn't want to do anything because maybe you needed some extra money for Social Security or whatever it is, we can get through it. But right now, what you're doing is you're hiding somebody who's possibly dead. Okay?
Absolutely not.
Carol, she hasn't been in this house in 2 months, 3
Yes,
months.
she has. She's got dirty clothes in the laundry room. She's got clean clothes hanging right there.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't prove anything.
That's neither here nor there.
You could have just left those clothes there.
What's going on? What's going on in your life
Her hair
that we
brushes
have to
in the
be?
bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's odd because she left for the night. Wouldn't she want to brush her hair in the morning?
Carol was caught lying
That's
through her
true.
teeth multiple times.
That's true.
However, despite all of that, detectives couldn't get the consent to search her property. This leaves them in a tough situation. It's clear Carol is lying and hiding Patricia's whereabouts, but with no solid evidence, they can't be certain of Carol's involvement in the disappearance. But luckily, the police had a trick in mind.
Is that a
involving
fucking-
Carol's
that's a
current boyfriend,
PT Cruiser,
Ricky.
right? That's
Since
what it's
Ricky
called.
has been living in the house with Carol,
I think so.
he
That look-
has the authority to give consent.
That looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. Doesn't it?
Sent to areas of mutual
So,
access.
Leonardo
In this
DiCaprio
situation,
with a
that
PT
allows
Cruiser.
officers to search the majority of the property
I think it's
despite
a PT
Carol's
Cruiser.
objection to the search. As long as Ricky doesn't have any involvement in Patricia's disappearance, he would have no reason to object to a search of the property.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Tell me yourself.
Not too bad, are you Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I step back here? Some of these detectives
Yeah,
wanna
it
talk
is.
with you.
Detectives.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, they'll talk with you.
Mm.
When was the last time you saw Patricia? Like, physically saw her in person?
Physically saw her. It's probably been about a month.
Would you mind coming to the station with us? So we can just sit there and talk?
It's just about.
Well, we want to find Patricia, but we're getting...
She's not over at Citrus House?
No. How long
Cheated on me. She's lied on me.
Who's lied on you?
Like Carol.
Carol?
She's cheated on me, yeah. Because she's the one that told me that she was at her sister's house.
Thankfully, it seems as though Ricky has no idea of the crimes. More importantly, he would agree to a search of the property, granting them access to most of the home. If they discover anything serious, they'll need a search warrant to investigate it further, but a
Well,
cursory
she's
look
not
around
in the
property
trash.
is now fully legal. They begin by searching
There's
her
only
backyard and
Oreos.
cars.
That's a cool
They begin by
fucking.
searching her backyard and cards.
Never seen that kind of Honda before. Is it a like old legend or something? Sorry. I like shitty cars, okay? And these cars are also very trashy
Especially my.
and dirty. Those seats are brown.
After coming up empty in the backyard, they check the last remaining spot.
Ay, ay, ay.
Carol's garage.
Boyfriend's here.
Everything's just so full of crap. There it is. There it is.
Should fit in here.
I mean.
Ooh, bloody.
Oh. Alright.
What'd you say?
Bloody towels. There's shit in here. It's all. It's. She's in there.
She's in the house.
Oh, she's in there.
She's in there.
Open it up. Let's see.
Well, hold on. I don't know. Hold on. Well, hold on.
Don't.
I don't know. I'm not just.
Man.
Nah. I don't know. He's looking. I don't. Nah, nothing. I think I opened up that grave bin and it's full of bloody towels. And it stinks like a dead body.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
I suppose if you never think you're gonna get caught, you might do this. Like, put it there. But why would you not think that, like, anybody would miss her, basically? Right?
For what?
If it's in there, Bodecker wants us.
For what?
If they're
We're searching for the
Yes,
body.
yes, if
There's a
one
bloody
in there.
pillow in here.
Ready? Yeah, there's a body in there.
Yep.
Where?
You see the legs from the far corner.
Okay.
Close back.
Sure.
I'll go get the thing up there.
Somebody said he was back here, so he needs to. Everybody needs to. That's a boyfriend. He just showed up. We've been looking for him.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lieutenant. I just opened up a big plastic storage bin and smelled really bad. It was full of blood and towels, and you can see a body in there. So that's kind of where we're at.
All right. We hook her, bring her in. What about
Everybody was saying, the brothers, we need to find out what they were telling officers, because they were saying he was like in the back there yesterday. He was coming and going. Somebody
Ooh, the boyfriend did the dirty work.
On the top of that, I open it and there's still moist.
Like, maybe he hid the body, right? She did it. She called him, and he hid the body for
The
her.
door was open yesterday, and he was coming and going, and then all of a sudden his car was gone.
This dude? Whose boyfriend is it?
This is the girl with Carol's.
The daughter.
I say we bring him in.
Yeah.
Not only had they found Patricia's deceased body in the storage bin, but the body still wasn't dry, meaning the murder couldn't have been more than 2 months ago as John originally suspected. This terrifying scene couldn't have made the truth more clear. Carol Ray had killed her mother and had been covering it up for weeks. However, she may not have been the only one involved in this. Ricky had been staying at the house for months now, and the cops believe he had to have known about the murder if he'd been living beside it the entire time. With this in mind, police place Carol under arrest immediately and detain Ricky too.
Carol, go ahead and stand up for me. Your Uncle James got your back, okay? Think you know why we're going, but I suggest you think about what you need to tell us, okay?
You change anything? Any weapons on you? No. I might have my knife on me over there.
Following Carol and Ricky's arrest, both would sit in a jail cell while they waited for detectives to arrive at the station. Multiple hours later, they would bring Carol in for her first interrogation.
Obviously, Carol, we're here to talk to you about what's going on here.
The further we let this keep rolling, the further it's going to get without you being able to, shed some light on this, okay?
The goal for this interrogation is not to get Carol to confess, because she obviously did it, but to determine a motive and figure out if Ricky was also involved.
If I say something and it comes out wrong or something like that, I want it to because it was an accident. I'm just doing this so I can explain the process.
If you explain the truth, then it will come out as the truth.
I don't believe
Based.
I'm not
That is very true.
Advice, but if you want to tell your story, you can tell it how it is. I don't have to ask any questions. If you want to get it out, you can do that. At the same time, once I tell you your rights, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
that night we were sleeping between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room in the back, and my mom was sleeping on the couch. Anyway, there was a big crash, and it sounded like someone was breaking through the glass window or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun. I went running down the hallway and had my finger on the trigger like an idiot. But I went, not running, but walking fast down the hallway. And I hit with my right foot hit the
So she's trying to say it's manslaughter than not murder, but then also concealing a body.
And I screamed, Mom, pulled her on the floor, and I noticed that she had blood coming out of her mouth. But I thought somebody had broken the window or Something like that. There was a huge, loud crash.
Because it would be manslaughter, right? If
a
she
suspect is highly emotional
accidentally
when recalling an event, they will often have trouble remembering certain details in that moment. You'll often notice the suspect unable to form full sentences and stuttering in their speech. But Carol shows none of this. While crying,
True.
she manages to form a detailed
I don't know.
timeline of how she killed Patricia. This implies that her story of events may be inaccurate, and the murder
It's like I said
wasn't a
earlier,
mistake,
when you
like
are
she
too
claims.
too
Now that
detailed,
they've heard it, however, the
it's actually
detectives would be able to search for evidence that explicitly
sign of
countered
lying.
the story, and that didn't take them long at all. The very next day, they brought Carol back out of her cell and
Too many
into the
details.
interrogation room again. Throughout this interview, see if you can spot the information that the detectives found specifically for this conversation, and watch how they use it to break her story apart.
Going off of what you said yesterday, I know that you're walking down the hallway, but you heard a noise.
Sorry if you hear, my dog is walking around.
And the rigger. You're walking the owls right there, you tripped.
Alright, I need to.
You're on your hand walking down the hallway, brother, you heard a noise. And the on your hand, the rigger. You're walking the owls right there, you tripped. You the gun, you had your finger on the trigger, and the gun went off, correct? Okay. You saw your mom bleeding, and then I think you said you saw coming out of her mouth.
Right away, I went on and it freaked me out, and I dropped it and screamed out and it totally I don't know much about her. I told her to call her name. I told her name. She was parents, and she put it was just back. And it was gurgling sound, and it was something trickling out of my mouth.
The cops are clearly trying to come across as understanding and compassionate to Carol, but if their main goal was to make her feel comfortable, they wouldn't have sat her in the corner of the room and positioned themselves between her and the door. They want to eventually make her feel so cornered and pressured that she lets go of the truth. So for now,
Psychological
this nice
warfare.
is a complete act for the detective to build rapport as he tries to get her to talk as much as possible.
So after that happened, obviously we found your mom in the container in the garage. Now, obviously my concern is kind of understand how she got there, but you gotta explain to me, because to me it seems with your back and everything that you can do this by yourself. So can you walk me through? I understand, obviously, panic, everything's sets in, you're freaking out, and it's your mother you love, right? And so, baby was waking up, okay, can you kind of walk me through the minutes after all that happened? Let me ask you
I'm
something,
concerned
Rick.
how much the daughter saw. Like, what did she see? Hopefully nothing.
Remember, an important part of this interrogation was to figure out if Carol's boyfriend Ricky was also involved to any extent. At the moment, Carol is claiming that he wasn't on the scene at all, as they'd recently had a number of arguments. The cops would have a chance to interview him later on, but for now, there's one question regarding him that they just can't seem to get their heads around.
So, okay, so Allison was sleeping with you. Ricky wasn't there. Hank was here, the baby waking up. What happened next? Did you leave your mom on the couch? Did you move her somewhere else? Can you understand that? Very hard to get under his feet. Obviously, we're operating under panic, right? I mean, I can picture myself in a situation, panic, you got your daughter there. Where did you move her from the house to where first? We found her in the garage. Was she moved anywhere before the garage? Directly in the garage? Okay, so this is where I'm concerned with Ricky.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think he's the one who moved around, right?
How did you do that by yourself? You're saying Ricky's not there. Did Ricky come over and help? You haven't helped you move. Are you afraid of fellas? Are you afraid of Ricky? You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid, I promise. You're scared, aren't you?
Carol remained completely silent for almost 30 seconds after she was asked this question. The cops are right to assume that she's scared, but it might not be for the reasons they think. She could be scared of Ricky and the consequences of implicating him in the crime, but she could also be terrified of the situation she's in. She's going to jail for a very long time. There's no escaping that anymore, and that's a scary reality for her. Whatever the reason is, though, the cops are still doing their best to give her a moral excuse or justification for what she did, so she'll talk a little more. She panicked, and anyone would have done the same. The best thing she can do to make things right is to tell them exactly what happened.
I mean, people panic. People make mistakes. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens most often than fleeing, when you flee from an accident, it happens all the time when people panic, right? Let's say someone gets in a car accident, they smash into a car and they take off, and that person ends up dying. They hear them on the news, and then the lies keep going, and they're like, shit, I should have stayed, but I didn't, right? That's the mistake that you made. I should have, but I didn't. I don't want to keep revisiting, but I have to. How did you get the toad out of the house? The cheetah pass, all that stuff in the garage. Is it possible somebody else could have moved it for you?
The cops are really focusing on Carol's inability to physically move Patricia to the garage, as to them,
She could have dragged
it was
her.
a clear sign that somebody else had to be involved.
Right? She
But
could be
at this
that.
point, they're not getting anywhere. Unfortunately, this isn't conclusive enough evidence to implicate anyone else, and it's not getting Carol to talk. But that's okay, because the detectives have one piece of evidence that they've been saving for this very moment. That could prove without a doubt that everything Carol said so far has been a total lie.
Oh, no gunshot wound. But strangulation. Seemingly.
They found some puncture wounds in her neck.
Puncture wounds. Oh. Stabby stab stab. That's okay. Again.
Stab her with anything after the fact. Not saying you were killing her, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying.
But why would she stab her after the fact?
Growl from the sleep. She was suffering or anything like that.
Why would you stab her in the throat for that, though? That wouldn't kill you instantly.
Because here's what I don't want to get caught up. Is that once they tell us exactly how deep they were, if it was a cause of death or contributed cause of death, it could be really bad. So we have to get everything out.
I know they're just trying to pressure her, but
Those wounds that don't cause those wounds or anything like that. So I want you to think right now, what could have possibly caused those puncture wounds in her?
I don't know if she had testing or anything like that. I didn't hear anything.
Preliminary, it looked like knife kind of fresh. Well, like fresh, but like a puncture, like the end of a knife there or something.
A gun accidentally going off and killing someone. Unlikely, but believable. But two fresh, deep knife wounds that Carol hasn't mentioned us.
Also, wouldn't someone report like gunshots? Like if a gun accidentally going, like wouldn't someone report a gunshot? Like they lived in a neighborhood, like they have neighbors. I feel like if a gunshot went off, then someone would have called the cops because of that, you know.
Single time? It's going to be extremely hard to explain this one away. Not only does this imply the murder was completely intentional, but the fact that Carol hasn't mentioned it means that she knew that was the case and wanted to try to cover that part up.
And again, I don't want to put words in your mouth, don't want you to implicate anybody that's not implicated. That'll get you in more trouble. That'll get you in more trouble. But as we sit and investigate and continue to investigate in the days and weeks, months to come, more things are going to come out. I'm pretty certain of it. Did Rick know eventually what happened?
Not to my knowledge.
Did Rick know your mom was in that? And
Not that I know. I didn't tell him.
say anything to that leads you to believe that he knew? Did you actually not have a mistake? Did you actually mean to kill your mom?
Oh, I did not mean to kill my.
Well, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you understand where, when these things can't be answered, that's kind of odd.
I don't know how that happened.
Can I ask you this? With going back to the punch wound, did you freak out after you shot her and she was still breathing and you wanted to make sure that at this point, no good for her to be like this?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't know. Absolutely not.
Did maybe you kind of hoping to see, like, it sounds terrible, but like, is it
Yep. What, did you poke her with a knife to see if she was alive? What the fuck is that?
Carol clearly doesn't intend to deviate from her story despite all the new evidence. The detectives are still no closer to obtaining a confession or any information about Ricky from her, so they figured they've got no choice but to speak to the man himself. So later that day, they bring Ricky in for an interview of his own and attempt to get the truth out of him, whatever it may be.
Do you have any idea what's going on? No, I don't. You have no clue. Somebody at the house said something about Patty is not at her sister's house where Carol was telling me that she was at. When was the last time you physically seen Patty? You guys call her Patricia? Yeah, Patty, Patricia. I don't call her Patty. I physically seen her about, I think it was like a month and a half ago. It was before Thanksgiving. How often do you stay at the house during time this? Every day. I've been there except for, if it was like the 8th and 9th, I went home to my mom's house. So you've been staying there every day? Yeah.
Already, Ricky is being much more open and giving much better answers to all of the detectives' questions. He also seems exceedingly calm and as though he's just trying to help the officer.
The thing is, like, they're saying that, like, there was no way that she could have, like, gotten her mom, like, herself into the garage. But I'm thinking, like, I mean, like, yeah, carrying someone is pretty damn hard, especially for a lady, but she could have dragged her, right? Like, that's possible. You know what I mean? Like, there are other means. Now, I don't know exactly, I don't think they've actually gone into, like, the condition of the body necessarily. Like, she was stuffed into a box, so I'm thinking, is she, like, dismembered? You know, that's a way to sort of, you know, this is gonna sound, I don't like to describe this, but I'm thinking, bring the box into the house, dismember the body, put the body parts in the box, then you can move the box into the garage. Why you would move it into the garage and not take it literally anywhere else, I don't know. That makes no sense to me. But I guess she never thought she would get caught. Again, doesn't make any sense, since she seems to just be coming up with a story on the fly, you know?
Officers out. Right now, he definitely isn't coming across as a murder accomplice or blackmailer, but there's still plenty of time for the cops to catch him out.
What about Carol? Does she work? Does she have a job? Does she go anywhere? What does she do with most of her days? Most of her days, keeping Allison busy, cleaning the house, doing what she can.
Alright, cleaning the house? We know that's not fucking true, because every single time we've seen inside that fucking house, it's been filthy! Every single time. The house has been so fucking filthy, dude. Just completely fucking full of shit. And the garage also just full of shit. Cleaning house. Yeah, sure. Okay? Nah.
She needs some major surgeries. Any financial issues with you or Carol or Patty or anything? Nothing. Carol took care of the bills. You know where she had the money to if she's not working? She said she had a joint bank account with her mom. Carol been acting strange or suspicious to you or different? She's bipolar, so yes. I always said that she was the world's greatest actress because I can't tell when she's being sincere or not. That's in the condition of bipolar. They're compulsive liars. And I've been caught.
We haven't heard this before, I think.
I've been telling her.
We've only heard that she's a liar, not that she's bipolar.
I don't really necessarily know you, obviously, but you seem pretty nervous to me. What's going on? Is there something you're nervous about? I'm not nervous about anything. Where did you sleep?
I mean, okay, that's a bit of a question there, because if I had basically had it insinuated to me that my girlfriend had killed her mother, and I'd be staying, and I had been staying at a house with my dead, my fucking my girlfriend's dead mother, and I was now in a police station and they were talking to me, you know, like, not only am I like, you know, that would make me pretty shaken up, but also like, you know, you don't know if the cops are gonna make a mistake. You know what I mean? Like you like, even if you are innocent, when cops talk to you, you get kind of nervous because you don't know. Like, is this cop a good cop? Are they stable? Are they good at their job? Are they going to make the wrong decision? That can ruin your life, even if you're innocent. You know what I mean? So it's not completely fair to be like, you're pretty nervous. Why would you be nervous when you're being interrogated by two cops? It's like, that's pretty natural, even if you are innocent, to be fair. I don't know if he's innocent. I haven't made a decision if I think so, but you know, just to that, I don't think much of that question, honestly.
Mostly in the bedroom, Carol's bedroom. Where did sometimes I'm in Alice's mostly in her bedroom.
Let me ask you about the garage. You ever go in the garage?
Yeah.
Never?
You ever?
When's the last time you think you were in the garage or on the Crenders?
I think we went to go look for a screwdriver. Jeez, I don't even know. I think it was early December. It's been a couple weeks.
Did she have you go and look for it, or did you go?
No, she's been with me.
Compared to Carol's interrogation, this one seems extremely laid back and relaxed. It feels as though there's a big chance Ricky genuinely just doesn't know what's going on. However, the cops do pick up on the fact that he's a little nervous. He's finding it hard to look the detectives in the eyes, and he seems a little soft-spoken. So, to clear things up fully, they decide to put the pressure on big time to see if he breaks.
Ricky, we got a problem. We got a real big problem. I think you know what it is, and I think you need to be honest and upfront with us. So we're going to give you the opportunity now. Tell us what really happened.
That's what happened.
What happened?
What I told you.
I'm not talking about the little details we've been asking you. I'm talking about with Patty.
Patty, I don't know. She's been at her sister's house as far as I know.
We know Patty's deceased. And Patty's got a gunshot wound to her. And she was found in a tote in that garage.
Oh, so she does have a gunshot wound. Okay, I thought they found out that she didn't have a gunshot wound, but she had stab wounds. So she has both stab wounds and gunshot. You know, well, we now at least know that it was personal to some degree. Like, if she has a gunshot and stab wounds, it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think so.
Tell us everything you know so you don't implicate yourself anymore than history.
Because here's the thing, Ricky. There's investigative tools we have. We're going to find out exactly when she died, where you were when she died, which I'm betting you were in that house, and you know exactly what happened.
No, we don't. I never had a problem with Patty.
I'm not saying you had a problem with her. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you know something.
I don't know anything. I swear. You don't know this woman, Carol. She has fucked with my head. She has cheated on me behind my back without me knowing about it.
And you're still dating her?
Finding out about it was tripping over stuff, finding it on accident. Her showing me something on her phone, and then all of a sudden, I love you too, baby, pops up on her phone.
Why are you with her?
We went to counseling this year, tried to make things work because I love her, I love her else, and so she's like, oh.
Listen, I'm not one to judge on looks, but I'm not saying Ricky is like a big looker or anything else. But I mean, like, you know, she's not something to hold on to too dearly. Just in that regard, I think. You know, sounds a bit shallow maybe, but you know, I don't really see. So like, she's bipolar, she's old and she's ugly, and you're like, I really love this woman. And it's like, oh, really? All of that, and I mean, more power to you, I guess. Can see a bit deeper than I can, but yeah, no, I don't really.
This is not the reaction a guilty person would give in this position. He's never defensive and he never gets annoyed. He just tries to explain things exactly as they are. He's not upset that he's been caught. It feels like he's upset that he'd ever be accused of this. He also gave a few pieces of information that could be backed up by the detectives, such as the facts that Carol had been cheating on him and that they'd been in therapy. In just 5 minutes, detectives went from assuming him to be the main accomplice to completely discounting him as a suspect. Carol, however, completely stayed in the spotlight, and it was eventually assumed that she acted alone and with intent in Patricia's murder. It was determined that Carol killed Patricia all the way back in November and hid her body for roughly 2 months before John had caught on to her act. Although Carol never verbally confessed to the crimes, she was charged with first-degree murder, felony use of a firearm, and larceny of $20,000 or more. She faces life in prison. Ricky
It's crazy, like... Wait,
was let go with no charges.
Okay, good. I think that's correct. It's interesting to me, like, what differentiates life in prison and 25 years and all this type of stuff. As far as I understand, in like the US and stuff, it often comes down to like the amount of separate charges you have. Right? So like you might have like one really serious charge, but that might get you less than like 10 small felonies because there is more of them and that stacks the years or some shit like that. So it's like she got life, but I swear I've seen like situations where the murder has honestly been worse and yet they've gotten like 25. And I'm like, why? You know? But yeah, that was that. It was pretty interesting, pretty cut and dry, you know. I think fucking idiot. Not very difficult to figure out. I think that, you know, she was the guilty one. Really fucking stupid. Though I think that was pretty obvious from the start. Obviously, it's easy to say that from someone who already kind of like knows what's going to happen because, you know, it's in the title, it's in the preview. We already knew that, you know, she had killed her and that she had hid the body in the garage. Fucking stupid. And like she had every single thing wrong with her, you know, every single thing. You know, I wonder what happened to the kid. I hope the kid is okay. I really hope the kid is okay. But yeah, that was that. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.